Loquiz Creator has a separate menu called Tickets. It was not available to all the users in the past, but now it has been silently made available to all the packages. So if you want to grant single access use to your games, like individual tickets that can only be used one time, then ticketing is the way to go. And why is it important at the moment is that previously Loquiz games have been also supporting batch codes, and the batch codes did the same thing. They give you the single access to the games, like usual username and passwords allow multiple people to join the game, but these batch passwords would give only one-time access for each code. This is now being disabled quite soon. If you have been using it, and if you have generated some codes, and if you have distributed the codes will still work fine for starting the games. However, generating new codes will be disabled quite soon, so you would need to use ticketing for that. Okay, so if we go to the ticketing, you can see that the tickets are outside of the games, and then you can generate the new tickets by just generating the tickets, typing in first letters of the game and then choosing the game. And then the difference to the batch code is that you can now use username that is not the same username as the game username. So you can choose your custom username for the tickets. If you generate a bunch of tickets, they all still share the same username, but the password will be different for each the ticket. Okay. Now the second thing is the scope, and the scope is basically the entity where the players are grouped. So if you think about one game and using regular username and password, they are all in the same scope. Everybody who plays in the same scope, meaning they appear in the same results table. If you use the batch passwords, then they are all in the unique scopes, meaning that everybody plays alone and appears alone in the results table as well. And if you're using tickets, then you can choose if you put the scope that is common for these tickets that you just generate, or if you generate unique scopes. And as a default, there is a separate scope for each generated ticket, so they are truly individual, so there is no interaction. You can also set validity dates if you want to, totally optional, and then you just decide how many tickets do you generate. You generate the tickets. And here they are. So I generated the two tickets right now, and I have generated some tickets before, and they are all for the same game. Now, the next question for you is probably that you need to somehow distribute them. You can see if they are unused or used tickets. And to distribute them, there are mainly two options. I think one worthy option is that if you just need to grab passwords quickly here, you can kind of select them, but it's a table, so it's not very elegant to do that. If you're using Firefox or if you have Chrome extension enabled for that, then you can also select cells, and in Firefox it works so that I hold down Control key and then click on a cell, and that just selects the cell, and then I can actually copy those cells, and then I can also just paste this information. Very easy. But the intended way is that you can export these, but the export is only available if I filter certain tickets out. So if I filter according to the username, for example, then I have those filtered out, and the export button appears here, and I can export them using the CSV file and then modify them wherever. One important fact also with the tickets is that in this ticketing table there is a direct link to the results as well, and this result link takes into account already the scope, so it truly gives you this tickets results table, so you can kind of follow up how they did in the game if you need to. Highly recommend using tickets if you have not used anything. If you have been using batch passwords, please generate new access codes with the tickets only. Don't use batch passwords anymore. And the added value with the tickets is that you can also utilize Loquiz API that allows you to generate tickets outside of Loquiz Creator if you want in the future. Thanks.